Hi everybody, this is Keith Point Combs
And Matt Hester.
and we're the IT investigators for Microsoft. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana right now, and where are we really at?
Well, we are in the New Orleans Hornets locker room where we're going to talk about how an NBA team, and this is where it gets really cool, uses technology.
What are they using?
They are using all kinds of applications, but the main one they're going to use, and one we're going to learn about today, is
Microsoft
CRM.
CRM.
Now, I know what a lot of you out there, especially if you're in the small and mid-sized business, are probably using CRM for sales and tracking that information, but they use it in a unique way, and this is kind of the point of it. They're able to leverage it other areas. So I know I'm crossing your areas, so what's the point? What are they leveraging it for?
The point is they took CRM and developed a mobile application for some smartphones, and their scouts are using that to scout players, scout talent, look at statistics, actually enter other things that they observe. So they're actually using that in a very innovative way. Now, we're going to go talk to somebody about this.
Yeah, we're actually going to go talk to the Vice President of Information Technology, Tod Caflisch, and he's going to talk about how they're actually using this technology, how they rolled it out, and where they took advantage of being able to leverage CRM in a new and a unique way.
Well, that sounds real interesting. Let's go talk to Tod.
Let's go talk. Tod, thank you for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about how the Hornets are using Microsoft Dynamics CRM.
Originally, we actually deployed it for sales. We tied that in with our IP phone system for screen pops to really kind of make our sales team a lot more efficient as far as contacting potential season ticket holders, and then when season ticket holders call in, calls are routed to them. It's worked out great for us there. Really, the other thing we're really kind of excited about is the basketball scouting database that we actually have kind of innovated through our original deployment of CRM.
How did this idea about arming your scouts with a mobile application come about? I mean, if you think about it, access to data is kind of key for a lot of people, and this is kind of a really cool application for scouts, their ability to see data that's already in the CRM system and also put in data so that somebody like a GM for the team can see it really quickly as well.
It's been a challenge, as long as I've been in the league, 20 years with scouts on the road, because a lot of guys, have, access or need access all over the world, literally, to scout new prospects. So, lugging laptops through airports and internationally, there's a lot of challenges to that. So being able to, deploy, and get them to use a smaller, more dynamic device rather than having to either take notes, by hand or lug a laptop into a game in Moscow or somewhere where, they may or may not be able to get internet access. The whole smartphone solution with the CRM app is ideal.
Obviously, when a lot of people that are using CRM today in the small and mid-market start the same way you did with the sales aspect, what was the tipping point that led you down the path that you could use this as a scouting application?
Well, really, it was the challenge with equipment. Just the travel challenges. Everyone has a smartphone now. So, it really was kind of a perfect tie-in. And, our partner as well was working on one, and it seemed like a real good fit for us. We're also looking at it as well, for, sales as well, for during our events here at the arena.
A new venture can be daunting. I know that IT projects are complex, so how hard was it to convince the front office to kind of go do this, do this mobile app and deploy a mobile application for scouts?
It really wasn't, that big a deal. The idea, behind it, I think was very solid, and because of the partners we're working with, Transic, we had some solid technology, and we had a lot of the infrastructure was already in place. So, our investment, other than, some manpower was really, limited. So, out-of-pocket cost was fairly negligible.
When you look at this big transition of really overhauling somebody's scouting environment, how long did it take to train your users, and were they happy about it? They liked that new transition?
Once the idea got out there, they really have kind of embraced it because everyone's got one, and it really has simplified things, especially, on our scouting side. It was, you can take photos and upload those to profiles or even video, that type of thing. It's really taken our scouting, to a different level because of it.
Thanks very much for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come talk with us about, the projects that you have going on, Microsoft CRM.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing us your stories. I'm telling you what, folks, if you haven't thought about CRM in a new way, hopefully you do now.